All right, I'm going to throw out a bunch of names. You tell me what bandwagon you're jumping on. Cade Otton, Sam Laporta, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, Matthew Stafford, Jalen Coker, Elijah Moore. Give me two. Give me two bandwagons to jump on.
Let's see. I'll start with one that I think is maybe a little unexpected, which is Calvin Ridley.
Ooh, okay.
The Titans are bad. The quarterback situation there is bad. But DeAndre Hopkins is gone now, and their strength of schedule against receivers for the rest of the season is one of the easiest in the NFL. So Calvin Ridley is just going to get hyper targeted. He might have these tough games where he scores 10 or 12 points, but I think we'll see more than one game like this where he scores more than 20. So I'm on the Ridley bandwagon. And I think he's just a guy that you're going to have to kind of roll with the punches, but he has a really easy strength of schedule the rest of the season. And he's the only show in town there. So they have to throw the ball to him as much as they can.
They found a way to get him the ball over and over and over.
I don't think that I want to get on the bandwagon for anybody that plays for the Carolina Panthers, but Jalen Coker coming into the season was this guy that was sort of getting a lot of steam in like the draft and analysis process. And Steve Smith actually said that he was his favorite wide receiver in the draft this year. Not necessarily the best, but just the guy that he liked to watch the most and just thought was a dog on the field and kind of a tactical route runner. And so he could have some sneaky value if he's almost certainly on your waivers in your league. And I think he's a guy who might, get you in PPR 12, 15 points a game, for some of these coming up games. So,
all right. So I'll give you the two guys I am on the bandwagon for. It was a big tight end day, but Cade Otton is here to stay.
For sure.
Cade was great at the end of last year. I had him on a team. He was awesome. And not like, monster numbers every week, but he's just solid and consistent. Baker trusts him. And with Evans and Godwin out, we're still trying to figure out, all right, what wide receiver is going to be the guy there. It will most likely rotate, and depending on matchup, certain wide receivers will be good one week and another one will be different another week. But Cade Otton, he's the one down the stretch is going to be reliable. He's still available in some leagues. So if he is on your waivers, you better snag him or trade for him. I mean, he's tight end 6 on the season.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
He is very good. And then the Detroit Lions, Sam Laporta, I held on to him. I kept starting him just out of stubbornness. And the league that I just could never buy a win in, the Unpacking It League, I finally got a win this week. I pulled it out. Last night, George Pickens did it for me. Way to go, George. I finally started him, and he finally delivered for me, even though the little toe tap, come on, give him the touchdown. What are we doing here? What is a catch? We still haven't figured it out all these years later. But anyway, Sam Laporta finally got in the end zone, 6 catches, 48 yards, 18.8 fantasy points. Let's go. I believe it will continue, especially with Jameis Williamson out next. He's got one more game out. This gets Laporta back on track. Jump on the bandwagon. Get Laporta back in your lineups. Can you believe we even thought about benching him? Come on, Laporta. We need you, buddy.